My name is Evan Roberts of Roberts Pianos Houston, and I have a Feurich grand piano, 6'8" grand piano in stock. It's in black polyester and it's made in Germany. Sorry about my eye. I've been doing some yard work and it got some poison ivy on there, but we're all good. And just wanted to show you the piano on the inside. If you want to learn more about this piano, there's photos on the website and more information on the website. Now, this piano was made by Schimmel in Germany with the Feurich name on it, or for Feurich. I'm not quite sure on the arrangement there. I haven't seen too much information on this model, and if you know more than I do, obviously you probably, if you were dealing with them, please let me know more information about this model. As you can see, it's in black polyester. The piano bench it came with, we're going to replace. This is not very pleasant really, so we're going to either have it upholstered or just replace the bench entirely with another bench. As you can see here, it was made, built and designed by Schimmel. So really it's a Schimmel with a Feurich name badge on it. It's pretty unique for me. I've not seen any pianos like in this arrangement before. It's got the Feurich name on it, but it's built and designed by Schimmel. That's a rather long piano, so the strings are rather long. Well, 6 phase is quite long. It's getting towards semi-concert size, and it's got a nice design. The frame's very nicely designed. I like the style of it. Cosmetically, it does have just normal use, where you store music and things, just normal light scratching on it. I'm hoping we can buff this out on the top here, the compound, but some of it might not come out perfectly. If you have the music decks normally, you shouldn't really see it. There is a little bit of damage on the polyester here on the front rail. Now we're looking at the lid on the top here, and I can't really see anything major, just minor, just regular minor scratching. You can probably see that in the light bulb there. So overall in excellent cosmetic condition. One thing I would change is replace these key tops and put new white ones on, possibly. But it's not that bad really, but it's possible if you'd like us to do that. We can do that for you. Now I've sent the serial number to Feurich and asked them if they can send me information back about the piano, because online it's very scarce. So if you know more about the piano, please do let me know. I tuned it myself a couple of days ago and could tune it again really, because they come and then we tune them until they get stable. The tuning pins and the tuning block is good. They're very tight. Everything's good there. Full bit of health on the tuning. Now we need to just dust the soundboard a bit, but you can see here's the emblem for Feurich. Also on the frame there, also got it there. I wonder how much it cost them to set up the production for this piano. I haven't seen any others, so if you know if they're more common, let me know. But I do question as to if they how much it cost them to set up the whole line for this piano and how many they made. We have a sort of a less common duplex scaling. Well, it's quite common actually in quite a few brands, but instead of having the staggered one that you get in Yamaha or a Kawai, they have a straight bar here. We're lifting up the back portion of the string, giving you synthetic resonance. And also we also have A-graphs, which makes it easier for restringing. So they're obviously thinking about the quality of the piano and details. Some of the modern Indonesian pianos don't have A-graphs on them, which is the small piece here, these holding the strings in the exact position. Now with big long strings come long dampers and big dampers, and you've got some big long dampers here, so that's because of the larger strings. The bass dampers are quite wide, actually quite long. Now this is a characteristic trait of Schimmel that I've seen, and the two that I have here, but I can tell it might be a trend, and it might be something to do with repairing the bridge, because this is the bridge, and then eventually the bridge wears out. They're just materials and entropy. To replace the bridge, you used to have to route the top of the bridge off, but my guess is that they leave the screws exposed, so you can unscrew the bridge top section off and replace it. That's my guess, but let me know if you know more than I do about that. They've got them exposed all the way up and all the way down, so that probably is a repair thought that they have there. Most other manufacturers I've seen, they hide the screws or whatever technique they use to put the bridge cap on. If they glue it, I'm not quite sure, but they may dowel it cap it, sorry, and then stain it so you don't really see it. Plus with the graphite you don't usually see it. Also this rope along the line of the edge of the rim is quite nice, and also the inlay they have there, this veneer that they're using there is rather nice. That's a nice detail, contrast with the black and with the spruce soundboard and the black cabinet. A lot of Chinese manufacturers have this close to this color of frame, but they don't get it quite as nice looking as this color. This is lovely. Something to bear in mind on the duplex thing is that usually it stops around here, which it does. See the strings here on the treble in the middle and towards the bass, they've all been blocked off by this felt here. They're not going to resonate. It's just the ones at the top. The ones at the top are going to resonate because they're short enough in length of note that they're not going to dominate the fundamentals of the other notes you're playing. Whereas if you had those unblocked, they would be sounding all the time and quite strongly. Whereas these are weaker and they add a glistening sound to the top of the notes you play. If you don't understand duplex scaling, let me know if you want to see a video about that, and I'll try and explain the best I can. I'm not a physicist. I did music at college, but I've got a basic understanding. Alright, let's start off with the action, and I'm going to show you my notes. I voiced it from middle B all the way up to like a C above that, because it was too bright and the hammers needed it, so I did some voicing. These are the original hammers from what I can tell. There's no markings on them except for a yellow core. Usually when a manufacturer makes a hammer, they will put the name of the manufacturer on it, but I'm just guessing these are factory made hammers. It's probably cheaper for the manufacturer to make their own hammers than it is to buy them from a German company or from maybe even competitor. But in most cases they buy them from Abel or Renner in Germany. But these ones I can't tell. If you know, please let me know. But I believe that they're self-made, maybe in-house. So the hammers are in good shape. I've refaced them. I need to re-regulate the piano already because I've been playing it. I think I need to go back and regulate it again, do the key height, work on it a bit more. But they're in good shape. The back check's slightly worn. I think they'll last for another decade or so, and they can quite easily be replaced. I've done some repetition adjusting. So the springs are good, everything's good on the action. There's no damp or moth or anything. And there's no play and side play in the keys. I just wanted to make a note that once you get to a bigger piano like this, the key length, an upright piano's key length will probably be to around here. Whereas this action's so big that the key length is going all the way to the back. So you've got like another half or almost a half extra key length because of the size of the action, the size of the piano. The whippings are good, all the springs and the whippings are tight, and the springs and the tight and the whipping are very lively, and all the parts and the felts, there's no moth damage, which is good. The leather's not corroded too badly on the roller here, hardly any corrosion there, which is good. Maybe lubricate the rollers.